Hello, welcome and or welcome back to the channel. This is the Libra general reading for the month of October. Hello Libra, this is your birthday reading. Happy birthday Libras. This is going to be just a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what does not. Today we're going to be doing a Celtic card spread. I did meditate over your cards with this Labradorite today before I went ahead and did the shuffling. I shuffled with the Labradorite. This one is a stone specifically for transformation, divination. You can see it's got those really cool blue and green striations throughout. This is a particularly interesting stone, but I thought it would be appropriate. This is the harvest moon month. End of the month, we have the full moon, the harvest moon, and that's all about transformation and bringing in your harvest and kind of harvesting the fruits of your labors. So any projects you've had going or new beginnings you might be thinking about getting into motion or have recently set in motion, this is kind of what that's all about. So I thought this would be a good one to meditate on. So today we're going to be doing the Celtic card 10 card spread. I'll pull these out for you. So if this does resonate with you, fantastic. Please leave a comment, let me know, and or just like, subscribe. We do these readings every month, sometimes more. All right. It's feeling good to me. Okay, and after we're done with this reading today, I'm going to go ahead and pick one from our Halloween Oracle deck as well, because I thought that would be good to end this spooky season reading for you. So, all right. So it's a 10 card spread, the Celtic spread, pretty traditional. One of my personal favorites. It's of many people's personal favorites. Centuries would say. All right, so looks like we've got you in this circumstance as being somebody who has set some things in motion and you're waiting maybe on what's going to happen there. The Two of Wands, you're somebody looking to the future. You've kind of got, looks like you've got the whole world in your hands at the moment. This guy's got a little globe he's carrying around in his hands. You are perhaps somebody who owns a business, perhaps somebody who is the head of a team, but you've got it together. Looks like you've got it together. At least your passion projects or something that you're working on is pretty much okay, pretty stable, but maybe you're kind of anticipating the outcome of something that you're working on right now. Knight of Coins, we've got, these are the things that might be crossing you, might be a little difficult. So maybe you're getting some news, financial news. This is usually a card of forward movement. News, a lot of times it's a card of just like something new that's coming up into your life, news about a financial situation. So it's possible that you are maybe worried a little bit about a financial outcome of something that you've done. Maybe you've put your energy into something and now it's time to find out about it and you're awaiting this news perhaps, but it seems like this might be giving you a little bit of hesitation, the news that's coming, and that it's probably got something to do with finance. It looks like, I mean, speaking of transformation, hello, you've got the Death card, which if you're familiar with tarot, is all about transformation. Death isn't about death, at least not usually. It's about the ending of cycles, beginning of new cycles. This showing up in this reading being during the month of October, and that harvest moon happening at the end of the month. I think that's very telling. This is just showing that you are aware that whatever is happening is going to maybe have a big impact on you. It might change things for you. This thing that you are awaiting, or this thing that you have put into motion. This might have a big outcome that might really change your overall circumstances. This being major arcana, that really makes me think that it may have big consequences for you. In what way? I don't know, I guess we'll see as we keep going on, but I do think that you're aware that this is going to have some kind of tangible, like transformative effect on your situation. Again, it looks like a lot of the outside factors for you. You've got Knight of Coins here before in the second position of kind of opposing forces or things that might be in your way or causing you pause here, and that was that Knight of Coins. But you also have the Knight of Cups, which is things that might not be known to you in the situation, or things that, again, might be kind of working against you in this circumstance, or that might be propelling the circumstance forward, or activating some of these feelings that you're having here. And that's the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is emotional news, maybe somebody coming in with like an offer of something that could give you great emotional fulfillment, eagerness. The Knight is always a fast moving card. It's a young card. So to me, it's a card of this might be a project you just started and it's got some traction, like it's moving a little for you, and it is going to affect you emotionally the way that this turns out. So you've got skin in the game. Whatever thing this is that you've set in motion, that you're kind of looking towards, that this is gonna have some kind of an emotional impact on you. And rightfully so, if you're aware that this is going to transform everything in your situation, or at least have a big transformative effect on something in your circumstance, that's likely to have some emotional impact as well. So the Knight of Cups is really, I think, talking about the underlying undercurrent of this project, knowing that there's going to be emotional repercussions to its success or its failure. Hopefully it's success. Yeah. So looks like you've been doing what came out of this, or has been affecting this, or is just leaving this circumstance, is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Swords are always about your mental state in a situation. The Page is a very young, eager, maybe lashes out a little, is very gifted intellectually, but might accidentally cut you to the quick because they're intelligent, but they're not wise. Page is very young. It's a young card. It's a young energy. So to me, this is saying maybe you've been previously, or very recently, or you are now becoming aware of the fact that you have been a little bit too excited and not flipped out. I don't think that's the right word, because I don't think it's that extreme, but maybe like a little quick to be bitey and nervous and upset about this not working, this thing not panning out for you, that you are maybe concerned. You've been allowing yourself to be in your own head about where this is going, because you needed to be, because it was a project that you were starting and that you had the pillars of, that you were the foundation for. So you needed to be thinking a lot. You needed to have all those wheels turning. And I think maybe that energy, which could have been a little problematic, maybe could have created some anxieties, is leaving the situation. That is what was previously happening, but I see that going away. So I see that you are now, things have started, things are in motion, and you are now just, again, awaiting the news of sort of how it's going to pan out. You're kind of biding your time, or you're just like biting your nails, kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. Coming up in your future space, the Star, fantastic card. Great to have it in that place. So the Star here, this is a card of wish fulfillment. When you wish upon a star, you've got your Disney references there, but it's all about same idea, that you find balance in your material versus spiritual, that you manifest something that you have been working towards. So that's very auspicious. And to me, this is saying that even though you've put a lot of effort into this thing and you might be a little bit concerned about its outcome, to me, that's all this is saying, that it's not even, I'm not getting a lot of negative energy at all from these cards, quite honestly. Things are looking real good for the most part from what I'm seeing here. All I'm seeing is that this beginning part here shows me that you might be anxious. That's the energy I'm seeing, is there might be a little bit of anxiousness, eagerness even. It could just be all positive. It could be almost a sure thing. But I see that maybe it took a lot of your mental energy to get it off the ground. And now that it's there and it's rolling, you are just really eager to see the fruits of your labors, to see it all come to fruition, if you will. Haha. So the Star to me is saying, if you keep just kind of going the path you're going, keep staying steady, be sharp, be aware, be excited about it, and I think it's going to pan out. I think whatever it is that you're doing it's moving in the right direction. It's moving in a direction of you are you're doing something that I think is good for you. It feels like, at least in this spread, the thing is good for you. So it is likely going to lead to some kind of success. So over here, we've got the cards that I like to look at this in two different ways, that the Celtic cross, the two different sections of a specific reading. The Celtic cross, to me, this is more of your material plane, how you function on Earth, how things are manifesting in a physical way to pan out with the energies around you and things that are surrounding you in that situation, more of like a tangible one-on-one, people around you, jobs, projects, stuff like that. These cards to me are more your emotional state. They are more your spiritual aspects, your intuition, the guiding forces behind what's happening. So I find that these are a little bit more, they might be a little bit, not vague isn't the word I want to use, but they might be just a little bit more about the rounded out background foundation of what's going on. So 7 of Cups, this is a card of choices. 7 is a card of just having an abundance of things to choose from, which could be both good and bad. If you have an abundance of things, this could mean that you have a lot of good things to choose from, but there's also some bad things. You know, you could make decisions that could be both good and bad. So I think this coinciding with this is saying you have made a choice, or you are choosing something out of your plethora of choices because you're probably pretty bright, pretty ingenious, or able to create an entrepreneur. Perhaps you're somebody who has a lot of ideas, and you have chosen one of those ideas and you're running with it. And I think it might be giving you a little bit of anxiety that you have settled on an actual choice. But buoy for you, because hello, the rest of the cards here are really strong. So you had this choice you had to make, I think, because you decided to go for it and say, I'm just going to win this. I'm not going to be concerned about how this is going to turn out. I'm just going to, say a prayer and smile and go put pedal to the metal and go for it. You got the 10 of Coins here, which is what's backing you up in this situation. I think spiritually what's backing you up, fatalistically what's really backing you up here. And you have the 10 of Coins. I mean, let's be realistic here. It doesn't get much better than the 10 of Coins when it comes to a new business venture or something. So if that's what it is that you've started here, all of the energy surrounding it is very positive for success, for like big time good success. And then you've also your hopes and fears. This spot up here to me is really like how you see this coming out. What is your manifested dream here, or the manifested nightmare, depending on how you're looking at it. It feels to me like your mental energy in this space is pretty strong. It's pretty positive, and maintain that. That's going to make things easier to manifest the way you see them, which is the 10 of Cups, which is an idealistic life of both material and spiritual creaminess, joy, oneness, wholeness. This is family love. This is wealth, both, emotionally and physically. This is just a really strong card showing that your vision is beautiful. And I think that your beautiful vision can be actualized because you seem to have a lot of potential here and strength based on what I'm seeing in these cards here, definitely. And a lot of these are 10s, which I think is worth noting, that you've got 2 10s in these spaces here of, look, the universe is with you on this. The universe is with you on the fact that this is the end of a cycle and the beginning of something new. The universe is with you on harvesting this particular dream. So don't be impatient, don't worry, don't fret, don't let anxiety get the better of you. Feel strong, feel good about what choices you've made, because it seems like you've made some pretty solid choices. The King of Wands being in your final place, this is excellent as an ending card. It's very much a card of like emotional, creative stability. So it's like you have come to a position where you are now where you were at the beginning of this. You were the 2 of Wands. You were waiting for your ship to come in, kind of. You had set things in motion. You were now moving forward, kind of waiting for the next thing. Like, okay, so now I've started this. Like, now what's the next thing that's going to happen? When's the first sale going to happen? Or is this going to work the way I want it to? Or when is the next project going to come? And this guy, the King of Wands, he's not fretting over when the next project's going to come. He's already got all the projects he needs and will ever need, and he's got it all under control. Stuff is strong. Emotionally, he's grounded. He's in control of the situation. And I think that's what this reading is talking to me more about, rather than the venture itself. It's talking to me more about your emotional state throughout this venture that you're going through. I see that the venture is positive. Seems like if that's what you're here to ask, or if that's what you're asking about, like inside, is whether or not it's going to be a success, this looks like yes. To me, that's what this is saying here. But obviously, I mean, I just read the cards, right? But it looks to me like this is more about you allowing yourself to relax and take ownership of the process, not be so worried about the next thing that's coming, and be more excited and in control of the moment that's here. And I think once you've got that under control, the whole situation will be the 10 of Cups. It'll be perfect all around. So rainbows and you know, puppies and kittens and all that good stuff. Little cute babies and all that good stuff. So this looks like a strong reading. Looks like it's going to be a good month. Looks like you're right in line with the rest of us with this transformational harvest moon. Make the best of it. You really try and stay as positive as you can. That's the best way to, I guess, you know, force a positive outcome if it's possible to do so. So let's do a final pull from the Oracle deck for the Halloween, or my Halloween Oracle deck, which I don't know if you've seen this one right here. Pretty cool. It's fun for spoopy season. I pull it out for the month of October. So let's see what we get here. A little something from the universe. A little something from the universe. Whoop, there we go. Okay, so these two popped out. It's the Cauldron and the Witch. We've got synergy and healing. And these ones I don't have memorized because it would take, with all these Oracle decks, which fabulous as they are, and I do love them, there are many of them. So memorizing all these cards would be a little bit difficult, but I can go ahead and give you the reading here of what it says. So the Witch, we've got the earthly weaver of the worlds. Well, I think that makes sense, especially if you're somebody who has started something and this is you and your anxiety over your baby, so to speak. The earth, air, fire, air, that's you. Earth, air, fire, water, a woman lovely, a woman strange, weaver of the worlds, moon's daughter, witch, the catalyst for change. Witches have had a bad PR day for a couple millennia now. Originally, the healers are cunning women of the village. The very word witch comes from the Celtic word wike, meaning weaver or wise. Interesting. So holding the witch card means that you can weave your own change throughout your life, and that magic indeed is afoot. You must understand that you have the power and it is real. It may also indicate that others may be threatened by your developing personal power and that they may not appreciate or like the changes in you as you grow. Be prepared for this and do not be discouraged. New friends and better opportunities will be attracted instead. So you're a manifester, you're a creator, you're somebody who's strong in your power. Stand strong in your power. So we said, right? Own the moment, and the moment will benefit you for sure. And then last, we've got the Cauldron. What's a witch without her cauldron? And this indicates the importance of combining a variety of techniques or elements to get the best results. Do not pull all your eggs in one basket. Refuse to choose just a single rigid pathway with a variety of ways there are to be enjoyed and experienced. You can find your own ways to create something new. The Cauldron is a deeply transformational tool. Things change once they're put under pressure. Resilience is being cultivated over time, and this means that you will be able to withstand any negative pressure much more healthy from the inside out. So maybe this is just saying, you know, keep your eyes open for all of the new things that are out there for you. The thing you have coming now is good, and you are strong in your power. Stay strong in your power. Use your witchy power to brew up anything you want in the future. And I think you've got that covered. It looks like you've got some excellent energy and some good stuff coming your way. So thank you so much. Again, if you enjoyed this reading, please feel free to like and subscribe. Do leave a comment below if you wish. I also am going to have some information in the description box below about the decks that we used today, a little bit more information about the crystal used, and we do personal readings. So if you're interested in any of those, that information will be down below as well. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.